A quick run through of UD18 from SICK double sheet detector. The part number I'm using is 6058910. Here are the mounting constraints that I have, blind zones, and a lot of other data that you can kind of find in here. So to find the manual, you come to downloads and then to literature, and then here's operating instructions. I already have those pulled up. I've already wired mine to my PLC, so when you go to wire this thing, you need to really understand first where the wires go as far as what color. So I had to use an output card, and the input card is to be done over point IO. The inputs will show us if there's one sheet, two sheets, or no sheets running off of binary signals. And then the signals to it will be coming from our output card. So you see I've got these landed, I think it's on 9, 11, 13 that I have here. So you'll see the pink is going to my first one, which is, or the violet, the violet's going to C1, pink's going to C2, which is here, and then this one to 13. And I've already got that completed in the program as well. But the outputs to understand what C1, C2, and C3 have to do will also run a binary signal off of it. So standard mode will mean that all three are off. Thickness will mean that just C2 is on, then it's just C1, and so on. So these are already factory settings that you can put inside the sensor itself. That's already in the sensor, but if you want to teach in a different target or different material that these didn't seem to work on very well, then we can teach that remotely as well over the PLC using these signals. So I've already done that, wired it and installed it in my PLC, and then I did a little bit of an HMI program just to kind of, so you can see here I've got a label C1, C2, C3, and then down here I've got my other code as my one sheet, no sheet, or two sheets. So right now, since nothing's on, it is in standard mode. If I want to run it thin, then you would see the first one, C1, would come on, just like it says here. And if I wanted to run, say, thick, then C2 would come on, just like it has right here. And then if I want to run a taut end sensitivity, so we'll go ahead and turn off the thin or thick. And now if I want to teach in something custom, so first we got it in standard mode. You'll see when it's red blinking, that means it sees no sheets. When it sees two sheets or two business cards, and it's solid red. But right now it's reddish, orangish green. Then if I change over to thin, you'll see it picks it right up. And if I turn off thin and I go to thick, and these are just standard settings, you'll see that I get the same thing, the red, green, orange, whatever it is, right? But it still picks it up. It's not as reliable as if I went to something, say, thin, where you see more instructions on, but it's good. So let's just say we want to run something, a special one. I've got custom here, and custom is the exact same thing as what you see here. Sensitivity level, taut end sensitivity level 1 and 2. So I've kind of got this taut end. You see it kind of flickering. So what I'll do is, since I've got that there, then I'll come here to teach, and you'll start to see this start to blink. Now I'm just going to teach in the material over the entire detection range. I'm going to let off, and now you'll see that it is very, very stable, very reliable. Unless I get right on top of the sensor. It doesn't enjoy that very much, but for the most part, it's a solid teach. Let's just see if we teach it without anything in it. You can see it's solid red. It's not very happy with that teach. So if I want to reteach that in, just hold it for about 3 seconds, let it teach in solid detection. And if I wanted to on the fly to go away from my custom and I want to go back to just say thin or or too thick. So I can do all these on the fly. So that's it. That's how you remotely control UD18 over discrete I/O.